Today, my dear friends, we're going to learn a beautiful song by the Beatles. Mission, my belle, these are words that go together well. My Michelle, Michelle, my belle, Sunday monkey on, très bien ensemble, très bien ensemble. You know the song. In fact, I've done this on a ukulele, I think, which worked great. And I'd forgotten, because I'd done it on that, I'd forgotten that I hadn't done it on guitar. I'm using a 12 string because it was handy. So, but it's exactly the same way if you've got a 6 string, don't worry about that. And I've also detuned my guitar a couple of frets so I can sing it. But you know, just do exactly as written on here and it'll sound perfect with the Beatles, okay? So, idiot-proof paperwork, okay? You download this free by clicking the blue link below this video. If you don't see it straight away, click the more button, because sometimes it gets lost over the horizon. Click the more button and you'll see this. Now, not only are all the finger positions here and what you're going to do with those particular finger positions, the actual full layout of the song is also here as well, okay? So when we get through, there's 3 main parts to this. Not hard either. When you get the mistake there, which you won't see, the whole song's mapped out. So there we are. So before we go any further, we would play it. I want to thank my friends who subscribe to my Patreon platform, or those of you that buy some merchandise, a couple of albums, loads of albums I've done, 2 recent ones. So there's links below for them if you want to help keep the channel going, because it's all free, you see. But it gives me the time to do these things. Those people that subscribe to Patreon or to the buy a few bits and pieces, or buy me a cup of tea. That's cool. More important than all that, though, is subscribe to the channel and let your older friends know. For those people that hear the word subscribe and think they've got to buy something, they don't. They just click a bell, and every time I put a video up, it'll tell you. And then if you don't want to see it anymore, or you don't want to see me anymore, you just click it again and I go away. All right, there you go. So should we start? Have you got your paperwork in front of you? Right. Let's have a look at what we're going to do for these newbies that may have jumped. I've got a load of them this month. Capo at the 5th fret, okay, 5th fret, that's your capo there. We know that because it says here, capo 5th fret. These are your finger positions, 1, 2, 3. Beautiful little easy shapes this, despite the funny names of them at the top. All right, down here, these are your beats. The arrows indicate the direction I want your pluck to travel in, which is most important. And here are the string numbers that you're going to play. So in this instance, you'll see 3 with an arrow pointing down. So you let the 3rd string with a downstroke of your pluck. And then you've got 2 and 1 with an arrow pointing up. So you let the 2 and 1 together with an upstroke of your pluck, as I shall now demonstrate. All right. So this part of the song, what you've just heard me play the intro, that part, it not only forms the introduction, it's also an integral part of the song itself, so you have to learn in 2 bits at once. All right, so let's begin. Get your fingers in position, capo 5. Remember, I've detuned my guitar a couple of frets so I can sing it, all right? But if you wanted to play along to me, you would put your capo at the 3rd fret and just do exactly what the paperwork says, only at the 3rd fret. If, however, you want to play it to the Beatles, you will leave your capo at fret 5 and you'll play along to their version of it, all right? I had to do it that way because I just can't hit the notes anymore. I'm getting old. Right, so here we are. Let's have a look at the first shape. Nice, easy shape. Finger 1, finger 2, finger 3, bam, bam, bam. All right, from the 3rd fret. Okay, you can look at your paperwork as you're doing it, so I don't want to keep referring to it too much. All right, so, and then we look below. What do we do on that shape? We come down on the 3rd string like so. We don't hit the 2 and the 1, so we pull away. And then we're going to come up on the 2 and 1. And we try not to strike the 3 by pulling away. So, okay? Little things like that make all, you don't want to go like this. All right? Subtlety, folks, subtlety. There's shape 1. Second shape, keep your 1st finger where it is and spin these 2 around. So they're both now in the 4th fret. Looks like a little A minor, but only on the strings below. Okay? It's called a B augmented, fancy name for a dead easy chord. What are we going to do? Do the same as we've just done. Down on the 3, up on the 2 and 1. Now keep your 3rd finger where it is and spin these 2 around. It looks like a D shape, doesn't it? Well, it is a D shape, but it's 1 fret further along. This is a D sharp stroke A sharp fancy name for an easy shape you should all know. What are we going to do? Same again, down on the 3, up on the 2 and 1. And then we're going to take this first finger and move it 1 fret to the left, keeping the other 2 where they are. This is called a D sharp major flattened 5th with an A, or Steve to its mates. What are we going to do? Same again. Always remember, a lot of the time these really complicated named chords are very, very simple to play. Let's play what we've got, okay, from the beginning. Beats are at the bottom, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's our first 2 shapes over the first bar. 1, 2, 3, 4. Onto the second bar, which is clearly marked. It's where we play that little D shape. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 bars together now. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so far so good. On to page 2. Our first finger now is across 3 strings at the first fret. Remember, I'm always referring to the first fret as from the capo. My little finger, I'm playing on the, putting on the first string at the 3rd fret from the capo. You can use your 3rd finger if you want. I find it much easier to use my little finger. I'm going to play exactly the same thing again, down on the 3. Now, the next part of the bar is split because there's a couple of bits of movement going on. Nothing difficult, in fact, it gets easier. So our 1, 2 is as shown on the diagram. You'll notice that beat 3, we take this finger off, we leave this one where it is, and we come up on the 2 and 1, just the 2 and 1. And then on beat 4, our little finger will now play the 2nd string at the 4th fret. Now, if it lies across the 1st string as well, it doesn't matter. You know, just hit the 2nd string if you can. If you accidentally, as I will often do, hit the 2 and the 1, it sounds cool anyway. In fact, it might even sound better. All right, so don't ever worry about that. Don't spend your energy going and trying to get one finger on there. Just let it lie across, okay? Don't make an enemy of it. All right, let's do it again, that last bit. I'll play the last bar that we've just done on page 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then if you look at the last shape, the G, again, we're only going to be playing the first 3 strings. I want you to, on beat 1, I'd like you to slide up like that. 1. Let's look at the strum first and then we'll look at the slidey bit. 1, 2, 3 and 4. That's all we're going to do. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now what I'd like you to do is on beat 1 and beat 3, I'd like you to slide up from the 1st fret. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Hand movement stays exactly the same. Just gives it that authentic feel. All right, from the top. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. And then into the main body of the song. Now I'm using a Fender 12 string. It's not an expensive one. It belongs to a mate of mine, Brian. I'm only using this because it was to hand. All right, and I've got a little bit of reverb and a tiny bit of delay going through that Vox, which I'm now going to turn off. All right, and I'm only recording. I record all my stuff on a bloody iPhone. I don't have any fancy gear. I don't edit. I wouldn't know how to. So you know what you see is what you get. So if you hear a cock up, it's staying in. All right, because that's what live music is all about. Right, so we've done our intro, and I've used, because we were sort of moving around the neck, I used the longer version of my idiot proofs there. Now when we get to the verses, I'm just going to revert to this because it's much easier. You can see everything a little bit easier. The fret numbers, of course, I've marked off where they needed to be marked off. Actually, there's no fret. It's only later on. Forget what I've just said. It doesn't apply at the moment. Right, so what's our first shape of the verse where we start to sing? First of all, let's look at the strum. Our strum is going to go 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2. See the way my hand is always moving, you beginners. And if I put the occasional 1 in, if I add an extra beat by mistake, like, doesn't matter, as long as the hand movement, I've talked about this before, 1, 2, 3 and 4, dig-da. Okay, it's a shuffle rhythm, or a swing rhythm. Let's look at the chord shapes that we're going to use. We're going to use a C, a full C. then an F minor 7th. Okay, shapes are all here. We'll look at how we play them in a minute. Now, you purists out there will know that McCartney plays this really odd, weird jazz chord at that point instead of the F minor 7th, which on its own sounds crap. If you're not haven't got a bass with it or another guitar to sort of knock the edges off it, it doesn't sound nice. And you'll see that most people, including me, will choose to play an F minor 7th. All right. Because if you did the other one, I promise you, people would think you'd made a mistake. They just would. All right. Purists in a Beatles band, that's fine, as long as you've got the bass guitar and everything else to knock the edges off that particular chord. All right. Okay. So we've got C, F minor 7th, an A sharp 6th. What's that? Well, an A sharp is just a B flat, so you'll know it as B flat. Now you can either put one finger, I use my little finger, or your third finger, or you can do it like that. I like to make it a 6th, as in allow my finger to lie all the way across the strings. So you're actually holding down the first string as well. It just gives it a nice feel, I think. So we've done the A sharp 6th, and then we've got a D sharp diminished 7th, and you're going to say, I don't know what that is. Well, you sort of half do, because you'll have used the shape before. Imagine you're playing a D there. If a D that you know, that shape, you'll know that. Move it up a string like that, one each, and go here and move it to your left. All right? So you sort of know, your fingers are only used to that shape. There's your D. Take it all up, one string each. So they're now on strings 4, 3, and 2. And then just move it to your left, and then add your little finger there. And if you analyse that shape, it's a D7th, isn't it, with that extra note? These fancy names, they're all based on easy stuff, really, okay? So think of it again. D, that's your shape you know. Move it all up, bring it to your left, and put your little finger there. That's the way I remember it. It's a great movable chord as well. So they're the shape, oh, and a G. They're the chords that we're going to play for the verse. So let's have a look at what we're going to do. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. See the way that G and D sharp diminished 7th, there were 2 beats on each one there. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, there we go. It's all there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are words that go together well. My, me, shall, tinky, tinky, da. Okay, remember, if you can't play it in your head, you'll never play it with your fingers. Me, shall, my bell. These are words that go together well. My, me, shall. What happens then? Well, it does it all again. So we've done the verses. The verses never change. All right. So once you've done that, you've learnt all the verses, or how to play music to all the verses. Again, lyrics are all on the different pages. So we've done that. Now we get into the middle section. I love you. This is why I had to move my capo or tune my guitar down, because it's bloody high. McCartney's got a high voice. Okay, let me show you what it is first. So we're on page 4. It's a middle section. Now we're at the 3rd fret from the capo. We know that, folks. We know that because it says here 3rd, as in fret. Okay, see there? It's important that you remember that. Otherwise, it's going to sound strange. So let's have a look at what we're going to do. C minor, 1, 2, 3, 4, and again 1, 2, 3, 4. A D sharp. An interesting shape. Just put this little finger that's here. Keep the others where they are, and put your little finger on the 5th string at the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, at the 6th fret from the capo. Now, if you look at it, it looks like a C shape, doesn't it? Because that's exactly what it is. And imagine that's your capo, and that's your C shape. All right? Now, if you want to, you can just bar the 5 strings, but you must not play the 6th if you do that. I did that before and made a silly mistake. I went like that, so be careful. So let's do that again. 2 bars of C minor. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1 bar of D sharp. Just move that finger. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1 bar of G sharp, which is the F shape at the 4th fret. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and back to a G, but not the G you know. Just move that one shape as we're already on it to your left. One bar of G. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then down to your C minor to finish this little bit. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and don't play the and after the 4. There's a reason why. I'll try and sing that. I love you, I love you, I love you. That's all I want to say. Until I find a way, I will. 1, 2, 3, I will. When you've done that, this is the nice bit of this, keep your second finger where it is and bring your first finger down to the first string and bring this one up to down to the third, and hey presto, we're ready to do the I will say the only words I know that you understand. Okay, so that bit we've already played because it's the intro, isn't it? All right, so they're the bits to the song. And when you're practicing it, don't automatically play, you know, don't just go to the verses or to the intro. You know, spread it around a bit, you know. Try the middle section, say, well, today I'm going to work on that C minor because it's a bit of a... Right, so anyway, we've done all that. So now let me bring your attention to this piece of paper. Please excuse the fact that I've written F sharp here, and I'm going to fix that when you get it. I've put the wrong bloody shape there. It should be an F minor 7, not an F sharp minor 7, so forgive me for that. But the actual layout of the whole song now, all of it, as per the record, is here, including the music for the for where the solos would go. All right, you know the dum da da dum da da dum dum dee, da da da. But you know, if you're playing it just on your own with a guitar, you wouldn't, you know, you just miss that out and just get on to the next middle section. All right, so should we have one more little go at it? I'll try and talk you through it from the introduction. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Ooh. Ooh. One. Let's do that again. I did it on purpose. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Another verse. Back to C. 1, 2, 3, 4. F minor 7th. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. C minor. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. D sharp. 2, 3, 4. G sharp. G. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then start again. Oh Michel, ma belle, son des mon vivant, très bien ensemble, très bien ensemble. And I will say the only words I know that you'll understand, my Michel. And end it like that. That's for my French friends, my beautiful French friends. Right, there you are, folks. Michelle. I actually did it on a ukulele. I did a ukulele version, which I think sounds great. In fact, I like the ukulele version probably better than the guitar version. Why? Because a ukulele is tuned bang on to the 5th fret of a guitar, so it's perfectly. It's as if it was written for you. In fact, it sounds beautiful on the ukulele. Go check it out. All right, so there we are. Michelle, thank you very much again to all my friends at Patreon who keep all this free content going, and those people that bother to buy me cups of tea and coffee and biscuits and all that sort of stuff, or those who've bought albums, Puncture the Moon album. Guess what we've had my stuff. We're getting, when I say my stuff, my brother Al and I, we've had 6 million streams now in the last 12 months. One of them's getting, a song called Concertina Ballerina, it's getting 500,000 a month from a song that we wrote years ago. So all our stuff, in America in particular, look it out. Alternative Radio is the name of our little band. Alternative Radio. You may know some of it now. We're now down with the kids again. All right. Anyway, enjoy that song. There's plenty of new stuff coming up in the next couple of days. So Saturday will be the next one, and then a couple of times a week. So until then, remember to get your mates to subscribe, because I want to get to me 100,000. I've got over 80 now, so with your help, I want to get there. Right, take care. See you soon. Bye-bye.